See, the homeowners now. So
We should buy one of these books. Step-by-step instructions. Let's see what it says about wood flooring.
That's just a book to help us out.
Wood flooring. 187, 190 through 191. Look, windows. Could probably use this book.
Yep.
Installing vinyl plank flooring. We want to do that eventually, but this is what we want. Sanding and refinishing a floor. 1. Remove the base molding. 2. Check for squeaks and nail loose floorboards. 3. Contain the dust. They told us that, remember?
Right.
Make sure we seal out the rooms. Rough sand with a drum or vibrating sander. See, it doesn't look like too much dust though.
Because it goes in that bag right there.
It's supposed to. So I think if we just get a shop vac, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Drum and vibrating floor sanders and edgers are rental items. The drum and edging sanders are powerful, aggressive tools and take some practice to operate properly. Many rental companies offer a training demonstration, so take advantage of the opportunity. After your class, you're on your own. To minimize potential damage to your floor, start by using fine sandpaper on a small area to become familiar with the machine. Later switch to coarse paper and start the real sanding. Sandpaper comes with the sanders, but you pay per piece. Get more than you think you'll need. Unused paper can be returned with the sander. That's good to know.
That is good to know.
I'm wondering whether the floor is too thin to sand. Pull up the floor vents or take off the threshold or the baseboard to reveal the edge of a floorboard. How far you can sand down to the tongue and groove, but no deeper. Alright. To prevent dust from shifting throughout the house, close off doorways with plastic sheeting. Stick strips of masking tape around the edges of closet doors. If possible, pull the dust towards a window with a door, toward a door or window with a box fan. Okay. Wear a dust mask when sanding. Sweep and vacuum between sandings. Okay. Fine sand with a vibrating sander. That's optional. That's what your friend has, right? Is that one?
Yeah,
the hand
I guess.
sander? Or one like this?
I haven't seen it.
I'm thinking probably a newer one like this. That's more old school. Or like what pros use.
Okay.
It's a big piece of equipment. A sander drum is usually made of rubber wedged between two discs held in place by a nut. To lock a roll of sandpaper in place, tighten the nut, squeezing the sides of the drum together. This increases the diameter just enough to prevent the sandpaper from slipping off. Loosen the nut to remove the sandpaper. Alright. So, we got that. Sander level by the drum sander. If you use both tools, 2 cores. So you don't have to use the fine sander one. You can just do the coarse sand.
The coarse sand? What, 60 grade, right? It's,
coarse grits, 36 and 60.
Okay. And then for the fine sand?
Then using the vibrating sander for medium and fine grits of 80 and 100. If you only use the vibrating sander, start with 60. Then sand with 80. And finally with 100.
So how many times do I do it?
I don't know. It's saying if you use both, but you don't have to. You can get it down by just doing the coarse one.
Okay.
Apply a wood stain is optional. We know that, to use that in the corners and edges and stuff. So apply a wood stain, optional. Well, yeah, some people would like it natural. So when sanding is done, clean up all the dust with a vacuum and a tack cloth, apply wood stain with a foam applicator pad. Work one manageable area at a time, like 4 square feet, for example. Always stain in the direction of the wood grain. Wipe off the excess stain as you go. Most manufacturers recommend removing excess stain as you go, usually after a few minutes. Use clean cotton cloths or paper towels. Try wiping the floor with a cloth wrapped around a dry applicator pad. Alright, and then when you're done staining, allow the stain to dry as recommended by applying the first coat of varnish, polyurethane, other oil-based, I might just jack that up. Either oil-based or water-based, which is a reliable finish for floors. I'm going to read those because it says oil versus water. Apply the finish with a lamb's wool applicator. That's what that is. You may need to sand between coats. What? Follow directions of the manufacturer to the letter. Often the length of time between coats can be critical to the outcome. Alright, so oil versus water-based stain. No. Clear coat. Oil-based is reliable and has been around for years. It imports warmth to most wood colors, darkening them slightly. Use a brand that is recommended for flooring and has a warranty. Some brands dry slowly, requiring a full day between coats. Others are fast drying. 4 hours is about the minimum, which allows you to get 2, even 3 coats in on a single day. Good ventilation is a must, and you should wear a ventilating respirator. Water-based polyurethanes, I don't know what that word is. I tried. Dry quickly and are nearly odorless. So that's one of the differences. The water-based dry quicker, and they're odorless. They're also virtually clear when dry, and an advantage if you don't want the finish to darken the wood. Many professionals use commercial water-based that holds up well, but reports are mixed on water-based varnishes available to consumers. Quality seems to vary from brand to brand. Check warranties and discuss your choice with knowledgeable floor finish experts. It says here, oil-soaked rags are a fire hazard. The heat from dry, oily rags can set the rags on fire. So don't do that. That's putting solid wood floors down. We're not doing that. We're just staining them because they're already there. We're just refinishing them.
So this is the part we need right here.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
That's a lot of good knowledge in there.
Mm-hmm. Probably worth, what, $15?
Yeah, every bit of it. Got the plumbing in there too.
They got everything in there.
Plumbing in up there.
Thousands of easy step-by-step instructions.
We're gonna come back and get that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back and get that book. We need that book. It's a great book to have right there.
Where is this thing? So that's what I'm looking for. I don't want carpet.
Let's ask. You want to ask them somebody? Yeah.
What aisle is your floor stains in? Wood flooring?
All stains are going to be aisle number 7.
Thank you. Oh, clearance rugs. Oh, it's a good deal.
All right.
That'd be cool inside this room.
What?
Foam tile.
How you think Aiden feel about that?
I don't know. I don't think you would mind. Look, you can get it all black.
So if he fall,
Right. That's kind of
that
cool.
is. Sorry, he's. I got a couple videos of my son.
I think we're going to get one of these two eventually with the wood floors. Heats
Oh,
up
yeah.
Like a wood steamer or a floor steamer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would keep them nice and shiny and clean.
And do Murphy's oil. Murphy's oil.
No, that would deplete. That's the need for that. Steam with the glove by itself.
Oh. What about the machine? That's what we're looking for, right?
No, we gotta go up there and ask them about the machine because it has to be rented.
Right. All right.
They're looking for floor stains. Look, here's all the sandpaper. faster sanding
Is that the sandpaper for the?
finishes, assorted. You get 80, 150, and 220 in there. So you could get your whole floor done with a pack of these. Because
What?
it's got the fine, the medium, and the coarse.
Oh,
You could do all of them in that one package.
that's 80
Cool.
grade. What? I thought it said start with 60.
It said start with 60 or 80. It depends if you were doing the fine or not. If you weren't doing the fine, it said start with 80. I believe.
Okay.
Masks.
Respirator.
Those are
You need a respirator. Big old respirator.
I don't think we need to do all that. I think we just need some masks.
But it says respirator.
That said for the clear coat if you use the oil one.
So
It
which
said
one we
use a
using?
mask for
The
the
water
dust.
based? Oh, okay.
The water-based one you don't need one. Remember, it has no odor.
So which one we gonna use? The water
I would
based?
say the water-based because it dries quicker and it doesn't darken the stain or the wood.
Don't we want a little bit of?
Air paint spray.
Don't we want a little dark on the wood?
The stain
Yeah.
is what's going to color the wood. You don't want the clear coat to darken what you stained it, though.
Okay. We gotta stain the wood. Stain the wood, then you gotta sand it again? What you gotta
You
do?
may need to, like if you missed a spot, or you'll see and feel the difference.
Instead of leaving the floors like they are, what if the floors
Okay, I'm confused because I didn't see floor stains. Did you?
if the floors get left like they are, what you'll have to do?
What do you mean?
Leave them like they are, just make them look a little newer.
Like right now, how they are?
Yeah.
We would need to go in and get all that glue off. So get like some glue gone or something to remove the adhesive.
No, the what's the name to do that? The sander, right?
I don't understand what you're saying because you said if we leave them the way they are, that means you don't sand them. You leave them the way they are.
I mean, without staining them, just put a clear coat on them to make them look a little
to
newer.
be the natural way they were.
Yeah,
Yeah. And have to sand it down and put a
a clear coat, right, or something.
yeah, depending on what kind of is this it? No. That's not it.